Hey everyone, Techni here with a review on my favorite keyboard. This has been my favorite keyboard for, I'd say, going on a year, if not longer. I recommend this keyboard so much. Y'all know, as viewers, you ask tech reviewers all the time, what's your favorite headset, keyboard, and mouse? And let me tell you what, it changes so much with us, you know? We can have one that's like, we absolutely love, but it's like, okay, man, it's got this new one. I'm absolutely loving this now, you know what I mean? It happens all the time, you know? But this keyboard here, and I think we all have, you know, this one product in each class right there that always sticks with us. And that's what this keyboard does we're about to talk about here. Again, it's been on my desk since I reviewed it or on my shelf whenever I'm testing it. It never went back in the box and I just stopped using, you know. I had spurts where I stopped using it for quite a while, which we'll talk about later. But again, it's still my most recommended keyboard. And again, the one that sticks closest to me that I absolutely love. And again, I use it to this day. My favorite keyboard is the Varmilo Maya Pro, or Ducky and Varmilo Maya Pro here. And as you can see, I have 4 of them here. I have another one on order, and none of these have been shipped to me or sent to me by a company. Again, that is how much I love these. But one more thing, before we get into the keyboard, a word from our sponsor, Dream Cables. You've been dreaming about upgrading your setup with some sweet coiled cables, maybe some paracord USB cables or a paracord for your mouse? Ha! Well, keep dreaming because you just missed that random drop window.
No, they didn't.
What do you mean, no, they didn't? That's all you get is like maybe a 5-10 minute drop.
Check out Dream Cables.
Dream Cables? Let me bring that. Let me see that here. Come on. Dream Cables. 3 locations in the U.S. making cables, so orders are always open. Quick ship cables. Quick ship mouse paracords, USB paracords, USB cables, and coiled cables. Quick shipped, and I can also place a custom order whenever I want. What are we doing here? Like, we don't gotta worry about these random drop windows. Just go straight to Dream Cables and pick up whatever cables you want. And you can use code TECHNI10 and save another 10% off.
They got them ready to ship.
So why I love the Maya Pro so much. Number one, let's get the keyboards out of the way right here. Let's just take a look at this packaging. As you can see, the package is different for the ones with the print or the design on them right here, like the koi and whatnot. The rainbow and some of the other editions just come with their basic standard packaging, but still, it's just such a nice presentation. Again, going back to the ones with that design on it, is the design of the keyboard, is all around the box right there. Again, you just get a premium feel right out of your shipping package into your hand, even with the packaging. Now, inside your box of your Maya Pro, you're gonna get your manual, your coordinating colored keycap puller to what your design or style you get. They give you an extra keycap as far as your escape, again, matching whichever style or design you get, and then your detachable USB-C cable. And again, they coordinate the color to this to whichever design or style you get. It is just a basic rubber cable, detachable USB-C, but if you want to spice it up, definitely go check out those Dream Cables we just talked about. So I know we're not here to buy a packaging or a presentation, right? But again, everything I just talked about right there is going to compile into why the Maya Pro is, again, my favorite keyboard. So again, diving into them, as you can see, I got 4 different styles right here, and they come in many different other ones as well. But let's start over here with the white one with the red and black keycaps. Now, this is officially the rainbow version. It comes with rainbow keycaps on it. It's actually very cool. It's like an RGB fade print on the keycaps right there. I'm not really an RGB fan, so as you can see, I changed mine to red and black. Now, these keycaps right here are Tai-Hao keycaps, which you can also get from mechanical keyboards where you get your Maya Pro. And I honestly love it. And that's the cool thing about it. Talking about me having my replacement keycaps on this board, any set's gonna fit on these. It's not like a goofy 65% where you gotta get a smaller shift or your shortcuts or your arrows or anything weird like that. All your basic keycaps are going to fit right on us. Now, yes, it is a little bit bigger, like you get one extra row or that little smidge right there, bigger compared to like a really compact 65%. But I mean, that's so minute that, again, I'd rather have the option to fit any keycap on my keyboard rather than have to spend extra money to get that rare size or hunt for a rare size, you know what I mean? Again, it just works perfect with this board here. Now, going into the 3 with the designs here, I honestly forget the names of them. I know the red one's called the Koi, but looking at the designs of them, it's just got so much life to them. You get like that custom vibe, you know what I mean? You definitely get that personalization, and again, it's your board, you know, that's what you get from it right here. Now, looking at the green one, y'all know I'm a black and red fan, you know what I mean? Green's not my vibe, but this one just looks so cool. Take a look at the keycaps. You got like that leaf design on it right there. Look at that space bar with the colors coming off the deer's head, the antlers. Same over here. You got the clover, the escape key. Then your arrow keys look like leaves. There's just so much personality into it. It just has such a cool vibe. It's vibrant. It's just, again, I absolutely love it. Not being a green fan, you know what I mean? But I stinking love this board. Coming over to the other two over here with that Asian vibe, the koi theme over here. I love this one. Again, you got those custom keycaps right there. By the way, all these keycaps are PBT die subs, so they're very solid, very firm, great keycaps there. But again, with that space bar, you got that custom theme there. The enter key, again, going back to your arrows, and then the print along the board right here. And it goes to the backside on these two. This does not happen on the green one, but again, on these guys, the black and red one, you have that style on the back. Coming over to the black one, I love this board here. Again, really nice custom theme. The stinker about this is, as you can see, I guess it's Chinese writing right there as the bold print, and then you got the regular print underneath that. So this one's kind of hard for me to print. I look down at my keys a lot, and again, it kind of throws me off a little bit. It's probably just me. But again, I wish the print was bigger like on the other ones. But again, you really get such personalization and that customization to it. It just has such a great vibe with the custom ones. So now everything we've covered has pretty much been aesthetics, right? The box, the presentation, the looks of the board, right? They stink and look awesome. But that's really, yeah, it's a great shining point. It is. Everything I'm talking about is a shining point here, right? But the thing that really just takes me away is the quality of the Maya Pro right here. You take it out of the box and just feel it. This board has some loft to it. It doesn't budge around on your desk or anything. You definitely feel that weight in that quality. Nice thick plastic frame right here. Underneath, you have your 4 rubber feet and then your pop-out feet right there. Nice rubber feet on it, and it holds its position. Again, you just feel the quality top to bottom. No flexing on this guy. No creaking, no nothing. You know what I mean? It's such a solid build right here. Again, you get it in your hands and you're like, wow, this is a fantastic board. All right, so now I want to dive into the sound test of these boards and actually using them. By the way, we have Cherry Speed Silvers on the black and red and white one over here. The two black and red styled ones are Cherry Red Silence, and then the green one is Cherry Red. So again, I'll give you a sound test off multiple switches right here. And yes, as you're seeing that here, some of you might be like, man, Cherry switches, why? Me personally, I'm not a keyboard snob. I love an out-of-the-box keyboard, and I still love Cherry switches. I love reds, silvers, and silence. I don't like clicky or tactiles, you know. But again, I love Cherry switches. I do. I'm just, you know. But if some of you might be thinking, me as a turn-off, now, Varmillo is releasing a new EC switch. They got multiple different styles. If any of you watched my Moonlight, the full review right there, I'll plug it at the end, by the way. But they're releasing all of them with their EC switches, and those switches are absolutely amazing. They're a little bit lighter than Cherry switches, definitely smoother, a little bit of lube on them already. A fantastic switch. I'll plug that video at the end so you can check those out. But again, I don't think that's like a selling point, like say, oh man, well just wait until they release them all with the EC switches. They have a few styles released with the EC switches, but not every single design right now. So yeah, great switch, but I don't think it's like, oh, let me just wait till those, because again, I love mine all with the red switches here. Let's get a quick listen to all these, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so as you just heard right there with all these boards, you just get that really nice thawky sound. It's like a thawk mixed with the clank, you know. Of course, with the silence, you get that kind of sound, you know. But it's really nice because in between, you get that mechanical feel and sound, but it's just so solid. Again, without, you don't have that floating key or anything, so it's getting resonated down within there. And again, with the body being so thick, it just sounds and it feels so good. Again, I usually game with this one. This is when I game with, and these guys over here I usually type with. I'll use this guy to game at night sometimes with the silence right there, since my son's room's right across the way. But again, all of them are great for like gaming, typing, daily use, whatever. It's just, again, the perfect board. Now I want to point one thing out right here. If any of you have been at this channel for a long time, my actual first review of the rainbow version of the Maya Pro, I didn't like it. And I didn't recommend it, and the reason why, and I want to make this known to you, is the keycaps sit a little bit lower right there, and again, you have a nice big frame. So whenever I was typing, my thumb would always hit the frame right down there, and I kind of felt it resting on that, This was a long time ago. The keyboard really grew on me, and as you can see now, it's my favorite board. So yeah, times have changed with me using it so much. But again, it just sits a little bit lower, and again, I don't use wrist rest, so if you're kind of sit your hand on your desk and then you're typing, it just flows perfect right there. But again, at first I didn't like it because when I press the keycaps down, my fingers would hit the frame. But just wanted to make that known to you. Now, it's not an issue for me. Now, there's two other things I want to cover right here. Number one, with it being a 65% form factor. Some of you may not like this. Me personally, it's perfect for, again, daily use in gaming. So it's that one keyboard that can sit on my desk. Now, if you need the function row or any other shortcuts, you can also get the TKL. And by the way, speaking about that, on my Mac, I actually use another Varmilo board. It's the Mac. I use the full-size version because that's where I do all of my work, all of my editing, just pretty much my daily tasks, and I use the number pad, and I love my shortcuts because the Mac version, they also make a Mac version in the Maya Pro and then TKL and also the full-size, So I might have to get a Maya Pro for my Mac as well, but currently I use this Varmilo. And again, it's still the same quality build as this. But the thing I love about the Mac version is you have all the Mac shortcuts up there and it's set right to it. Your command, your options, your screen brightness, your volume, everything is set right for Mac. And if you use a Mac, I highly recommend you get the Mac version. It's a stinking joy to use. And the last thing I want to cover here, which some of you might be asking, well, technically, I saw your recent review on the Fanatec Streak 65. This guy right here. I absolutely love this keyboard. If any of you watched my review, I love it. If any of you followed me on Twitter, I said, well, I never thought anything would take over the place of my Maya Pro, and the Streak 65 did. And yes, it did for probably about 3 weeks, because I love low-profile boards. The G915 TKL Logitech one, love that board. I love this board. It's just compact. It feels fantastic. Keycaps, your fingers lock in it, and it's a good price. I love it. I can't stand the keycaps on this thing. I can't. A long game session, my fingers start sliding around on them. It just feels grimy. And it really just started annoying me. But even other than that, again, I love this board. So don't think I'm going back on that right there. I love it. It's been sitting out. I still use it from time to time. Stinking love this board. But again, it's just like the Maya Pro. It just has that perfect feel, that perfect balance on the desk, the customization, the vibe with your setup right there. And again, going right to the last point here, the value of this board. Again, talking about what I loved about the Streak 65, the price, the performance, everything I loved minus the keycaps, But again, that brings me right to the closing point on the Maya Pro here. That has in so many different price variations from, I believe they start at $109, pending switch, right? Say Cherry Red's $109. If you want to get the silvers or the silence, I believe it increases maybe $10, $10, $15, something like that. I'm not too sure. But again, say for the rainbow version or the green one, you can get at $109. With the red switches. If you get into these guys, they increase a little bit, the ones with the designs on them. I believe maybe around $139, $129, something like that, but some of them go up to $150. But again, if you want to go with just the base one, which is my main right here, you're talking $109 pending switches you get, So it's really cool. You got the options as far as price range, style, design. It's just switches, Again, it checks every single box for a keyboard, for me at least. So wait, let me know down in the comments what you think about the Maya Pro, or do you use them and which one you have. Again, I'd love to talk Maya Pro shop with you guys, you know what I mean? I think I love this board, and again, I can't recommend it enough. Again, any Varmilo board pretty much, if you want to go full size or TKL, but me being a gamer, I game every day, and I do a little work, this just is the perfect package for me. But I'm really curious to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Are you picking one up, and which one are you looking at, If you want any other pictures of these, I'll post them on Twitter if you want. Again, I stinking love the Maya Pro. It does everything right. So hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this review roundup of my favorite keyboard right here. I hope I answered some questions if you were looking into a new keyboard or the Maya Pro, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now. Can I ask you guys a quick question, just honestly here? What do you guys like better? This is totally off subject. The red lights back there or these white lights? What do you think looks better? So again, we got white lights. All right, now let's check these red lights out. What do you think? Red lights. Trying to mess with my lighting here, you know? I think we'll go with the red lights in this one, but let me know if you guys, again, like the white ones like that, or the red ones.